Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the Hot and Moving Podcast. Man, this Jake Paul is something else, ain't he? So news broke, I'm sure y'all heard by now, that Jake Paul, his next opponent, is going to be Mike Tyson. The almost 60 years old Mike Tyson, and it's going to be on Netflix in July. Man, look. Listen, Jake Paul is a great marketer. Okay, I think what he's done for boxing is unique, right? In this influencer boxing space, for him, he's been able to capture headlines and hype a lot of things that shouldn't be hyped. He's been able to do that, right? I mean, given his influencer background, being a child star on Nickelodeon or Disney, whatever, and then a YouTube star, et cetera, along with his brother, Logan Paul, they know how to market, they know how to sell. Jake Paul has shown to be a good businessman, right? I'm sure this will attract a lot of attention, a lot of eyeballs to see, not only for Jake Paul, but also Mike Tyson, one of the great heavyweight fighters of our time, or just, from previous boxing generations. So look, that's cool. I'm sure, I don't know how Netflix will get, I'm sure it's going to be free. Maybe Netflix will run ads through this as well. Who knows, right? So I'm sure this is going to generate a lot of revenue for Netflix as well as for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, man. As far as the actual boxing career of Jake Paul, I think we can officially put that to rest. I really don't see Jake Paul having a serious boxing career. In his mind, he may still think so. Once he fought Tommy Fury, I was like, okay, you know what? There's a lane here for him for growth and to continue. He turns around and fights Nate Diaz. Okay. Then he fights these so-called boxers. Okay. Then he turns around and does this. Okay, right? So we see a trend here with Jake Paul. Cool. Like in this capitalistic society, go ahead and get your money, right? Go ahead and get these clicks, get these views, generate some money, whatever it is. People will tune in. Of course, I'm going to tune now. I mean, look, you're going to fight Mike Tyson. You're going to bring Mike Tyson out of retirement to fight a Jake Paul, which in itself, I'm sure plenty of people will break. Like, once we're done with talking about just the announcement, I'm sure other people on other official boxing channels will break down this in more detail, and I'll be looking forward to hearing what they have to say about this. But just from the outside looking in, like, what is this? What kind of fight are we really going to expect out of this, outside of this being another massive spectacle dog and pony show once again, right? So like, I'm not hating on Jake Paul. Okay, Jake Paul can get your money, get these views, get these clicks, especially in this generation. Yes, you go ahead and do that. But being talked about as a boxer and him talking about him being a world champ one day, no chance in hell. All right, I mean, it was already looking slim. Okay, you're dropping these guys, these has-been boxers out of nowhere. Okay, fine. The next conversation was what level of competition you're gonna elevate to. Mike Tyson at 60 years old. That is that. I'm not gonna disrespect Mike Tyson in any way, man. But this ain't it. Outside of this being just another thing to spectate, another spectacle, right? And like I said before, Jake Paul has mastered at getting these type of events now at this point, right? Who's next? Butterbean, after that, who's the other? There's another guy, the British boxer. Oh man, I forgot his name. Heavyweight, for ex-heavyweight. But anyway, though, man, I don't know what to make of this at this point. Or, well, I do, actually. He wants the money. Stuff like this, circus acts like this, it will generate, right? And he got to deal with Netflix. This has nothing to do with DAZN anymore. So his team's able to broker this kind of deal to get Mike Tyson to fight in the summer in July. I mean, if in his mind, if he feels this is the path to be a world champ, this ain't it. But maybe he says that to us. And the reality is he knows he's never going to be a world champ, because the fights that he's fighting aren't generating enough money, right? These has-been fighters, right? But this type fights like this will for Jake Paul. You know, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. This is crazy. Mike Tyson will be 58 this summer for this fight, I believe. His birthday's in June, yeah. So, I mean, and will Jake win, right? I mean, if Jake loses this fight, it's over, right? And I wouldn't be surprised if Jake loses as well. I mean, it is Mike Tyson after all. I mean, just purely based off all his boxing knowledge. And I mean, I've seen clips of Mike Tyson sparring and practice. And I mean, you know, I know he's almost 60 years old, but I don't think anybody would want to take a punch from Mike Tyson. This is going to be crazy, man. Oh, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this from Jake Paul, man. I think his days of trying to become world champ are done. We can expect more circus acts like this going forward. Nothing more, nothing less. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.